Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you're watching this. I'm back in again today because I'm still not very well. I'm usually out in the fields digging holes. The last few videos I put up, I haven't actually been out digging holes. Trust me, I want to be out there digging the holes. But for you guys, I won't be out this weekend because the UK are in for another battering storm. As I'm watching it, can you see it behind me? Closing in on me, look. Ooh. The storm's closing in as we speak. I just wanted to make a quick video helping out the new guys and some of you old guys that don't actually know all the help you can get online through the online apps, websites and stuff, especially on your own permissions. I'll be using a mixture of normal Google Earth. I've been using Lidar Finder, and I shall be using side-by-side maps. And side-by-side maps have actually got a new add-on, which is actually pretty interesting to find out, especially those of you who don't know the new addition of side-by-side maps. I shall be using a bit of land that is nowhere near me, not my permission. It's just a bit of land which I'm going to be using on the side-by-side maps and stuff and the online. I'll be using the same bit of land throughout all three websites I'll show you. But anyway, let's gas in and let's get onto it. Oh, before I go, if you haven't already, please subscribe if you like these videos. I'm usually out in the fields digging holes and trying to find the treasure. These videos I'm putting out right now is hopefully increase your chances of finding the old stuff, the treasure and the silver and the gold. But hey, you ever like it or you love it. On that note, I'm going to switch around so you can see what I'm doing. Right. Off we trot. So, I'm using Google Earth as we speak right now. And it's always good to have a look on Google Earth, especially on your own permissions, to look for any anomalies in the land, old paths, footpaths, roads, any square buildings, any round buildings, anything like that. So I chose this farm just completely at random because it caught my eye. I looked at these big brown fields at the top and I thought, okay, they're obviously planted fields. And then I looked closely at the farmhouse, and I looked to the right of the farmhouse, and I saw something circular. And it just caught my eye. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw it, and I zoomed in a bit, and I was like, ooh, there's not just one circle. I spotted about 3 or 4. There was one circle there, centre of the screen. Very large circle, so it could have been a big old, it could be a house, or it could be an anomaly, you never know. And there's some more circles down here. And this got me thinking, what could it be? What is that? Is it worth investigating with a metal detector? Yes, it would be worth investigating with a metal detector, anything like that. But anyway, I'm going to switch over now to Lidar, and we can see a bit deeper in the land and actually see the circles with more detail. Anyway, let's crack on. As you saw there on Google Earth, I come across some nice, interesting, I want to say crop marks, but I don't know if they're even crop marks. Some nice interesting circles. Who knows what they could be? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to the Lidar and see if we can go deeper and find any more of them. What Lidar does, it penetrates the earth and it actually brings up foundations and stuff of old buildings that were there and weren't there in the past. And it even helps you with old footpaths that maybe aren't there anymore, but were there in the past. Obviously with the roads and footpaths, they still leave scars on the earth. But anyway, let's get cracking onto it. Right, now we're on to lidarfinder.com. This is one I have used for many years. It's the one I think the definition stands out a lot higher than any other LiDAR provider. You can actually go into settings and choose the gradient as well, how dark the deeper circles or how dark the deeper indentations of the earth actually come up. But anyway, I scroll onto the map and I can see them circles again. Would you look at that? And they look clear as day under LiDAR. You had to really focus in on without the LiDAR, but you look on the LiDAR and it's clear as day. And you can make out one big one at the top. And then scroll back down and there's 3, 1, 2, 3, it's definitely 3 or possibly 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I'm going to say there's 4. 4 big circles there. You can see them clear as day under the LiDAR, and it sort of polishes it all up. You can also, footpaths will come up in a straight dark line. So these are things you'll be looking out for, but it's definitely either square or circle indentations in the earth through the LiDAR is perfect places to swing your metal detector, obviously on your own permission. Well, there you go. On the LiDAR we just saw, we saw there's definitely some sort of deep structural remnants of an old community. So on that, we're going to go onto side-by-side maps and see if it's been recorded before, see if we found something completely new. So what we're going to do is switch around to side-by-side maps. And the reason I'm doing this is because old communities and old settlements obviously left things behind. Little coins, bracelets, treasure, jewellery. All these things need to be found by us, the metal detectorists, who love it. So I'm just doing this video to increase your finds rate. I'm trying to help you out. So on that note, let's cast in again and let's crack on. Right, this is the metal detectorist bread and butter. This is what every metal detectorist uses, well, at least most of them do. It's called side-by-side maps. Just type in side-by-side maps into Google bar and it'll come up. Right, the thing I just selected there goes through the satellite images on the right-hand screen. If you keep going, you can actually change through all of these settings and it gives you a different image on your right-hand side. But look at that, LiDAR. They finally got LiDAR on there as well. So you maybe don't even know to go into LiDAR Finder. It's there in side-by-side maps. I do prefer the one in LiDAR Finder because I prefer the grey tones and stuff. And something I'm used to. I've used it quite a lot. Then you click over to the left-hand box here. And these are the maps. These are the old maps side by side. So what I do is I go through one by one over my permission. And I look for any old footpaths, any old buildings that aren't there now, anything that rings a bell or, you know, looks out of place that isn't there now in nowadays map, because the one on the right is nowadays, the one on the left is one in the past. Now this is interesting. Check this out. Bam. Them circles I spotted are recorded on an old map from 1937 to 1961. Ordnance Survey map. Look at them. They are, look, that even semicircle I didn't spot, and you can't even see it on today's map. But even that there would be an ideal place to go over. But these are definite, I'm going to say settlement marks of some description. But yeah, if that's your permission, wherever this is, I'm not going to give too much detail away. You're on an absolute relic mine. But yeah, I'm hoping this helps you. But that is definitely an old settlement to be checking out. But anyway, switch through the other maps on the left-hand side and to see if anything else pops up. And look, there's a windmill that isn't there anymore. That little icon on the left-hand side looks like a palm tree. It's actually a windmill. Even that there will be an ideal place to start swinging your metal detector. It is just going to be full of relics. I hope this helps. Well, you look at that. Mind blown. So yeah, on your permissions, check out Google Earth. Scan it. Look for any anomalies in the land. Lines that don't add up to footpaths that are there today. Circles, squares, any old buildings that may have been there. Especially on ploughed land, because there might have been an old farmhouse there. It might have been ploughed in, but the foundation should still be visible using LiDAR. Use the tools that are there available, and I hope this brings up your finds rate dramatically. This is what this video is for. It's for you guys to hopefully find more relics, find more treasure. So it's the reason I made this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It's free. If you think I'm doing a good job on these YouTube videos about metal detecting, please go check out my Patreon. And of course, if you links in the description below for my Patreon, and also the link for LP metal detecting, you get 10% off using my code, the Grim Bleeper, or Grim Bleeper, I think it is. Anyway, boys and girls, thank you very much for tuning in. I shall hopefully be back out digging in the week. I just want to make sure I'm 100% back to health. Thank you all for your support, and nothing less to be said. If you're out this weekend, best luck to you. Off we drop.